I thought it was like time for Death Toll.
Death Toll. Yeah, I'm down to do Death Toll.
That's Crash Course, actually, because we played No Mercy last night.
Yeah, we could hit Crash Course then, or if we're doing them in order.
I'll start it. I'm good with in order. Kind of thought that was the plan.
Okay, it is once a week. Every week they are dropping a new episode up into May 27th. There's 11 episodes planned.
Thank God, my favorite anime is getting actual stuff.
Yeah, they're releasing content, my dude. I'm so excited about this. I don't know who's hosting. I'm joining Chayton.
I actually am hosting.
Cool.
Case you should get in.
It crashed immediately.
You're funny.
The moment I tried to join you, it crashed.
So, did you name your stream Evil Fucked Up Left 4 Dead stream?
Yeah.
Hilarity.
Actually, we could just start in. Jace will join in the middle of it.
I hope Francis hasn't been taken.
Well, random has put me on Francis. I hate to put you on that.
Kill me.
Listen, I was queued for random, and when he dropped us into the match, it picked Francis for me. Be mad at the AI.
You're Bill. You're fucking old.
An AI at RNG.
I picked Zoe this time.
My God.
The Three Stooges are playing Helldivers.
I mean, I'm fine to get Bill. I think my hands are going to be fucked up, though.
Those motherfuckers.
Listen, when I set sail, my mate sets sail with me. When I plunder a ship, my mate plunders a ship with me. When I fire the cannons, my mate fires the cannons with me. These landlubbers don't understand.
Okay, important safety tip. Don't get in a helicopter with a zombie pilot.
On the bright side, look at all the...
I'm just glad the only thing I got out of that was interesting. Anyways.
I was thinking of a horrible joke I couldn't say.
Because you were streaming. Haha.
Here's the pilot.
Oh, God.
What's wrong with you?
I got incendiary ammo. I'm dropping incendiary ammo back here if anybody wants it.
I have the hobo mod and he has fucked up hands to play with. So I don't play any of them. That's why I never plan to play these characters.
I have CJ right now, dog. What do you think that looks like?
He hates you and it's personal.
You don't know who I am.
Smoker.
Anybody? English, mother... Bill's here! Smoker! Somewhere around here.
Hunter.
Hunter!
Oh! Hello. I texted too.
How do you feel?
How bad is it?
My audio is screwed up beyond belief. Oh my goodness, my audio. Like, it's just not... Like, 90% of the things are not making audio, and the gun audio is happening, but at a delay. Like I didn't hear the beeping of a pipe bomb. I don't hear the call out of any zombies. I don't hear anything other than a delay on my gun. Also, I never grabbed a main weapon, and I'm just gonna test it, frankly. Ooh, AK.
Oh, dude, he's getting jumped. I love it.
Pills.
I'm going with the rifle.
Xander. Actually, yep. There's pills in the next room if Jace doesn't take them.
I'm gone, dog.
Yep. Usual.
The army.
Oh, they're right here.
Anytime. Thanks.
Hank, Herd, Defo.
I'm glad you called out the tank here because I would not be able to identify that.
Don't
Where's
shoot
my
my
Off
car.
on the right.
There's a smoker up above me. A military sniper in this room. On the roof above this building, there was a smoker. I'm just letting you know. Do with this information what you will. Oh, he's behind the
Shot at
building now. He's behind the building now.
Let's follow that bridge.
There we go. Alright,
Well-
cool. Smoker's taken care of.
I hear the tank.
Oh, this is the bit with releasing the tank. This is where
Yeah.
Bill technically dies, right, in the lore?
No?
Is this not Last Stand?
No.
This is Crash Course. Okay. Then I'm thinking of a different one. Oh, I forgot to download CS Source.
That's it.
They fixed that problem years ago.
Well, I mean, I have a bridge that has missing textures.
Something's really weird about your game, but I don't need to tell you
I hear a
that.
boomer.
No, I think this is a verified file integrity after this.
Odd that you'd be having this issue to begin with.
Truly. However, not the first time we've had strange issues in a source game, right?
Maybe it'll be better on second map.
Genuinely, it might be. It may be a thing that fixes itself between the maps. Like, no bit, no mean. I have an AK. I don't know what everyone else has.
Watch where you're shooting.
What do you have, Chase?
Ammo here.
Chase,
Yeah.
what main gun do you have?
I
We can fire that
fucking
big
macked
ass gun to
him
break the
with
barricade.
fire rounds at the moment. How's it?
Alright. You already. Ooh, I'm taking that
Here they come.
shotgun.
Then I am going to take this.
Weapons over here.
I'm throwing down a mile.
I already threw it.
Well, we're double dipping, man. Is what it be.
Damn it.
First I should.
Watch out. Reloading.
Oh, hi.
Reloading.
Stop it already.
And that was cool.
Alright, we're good to go.
One of them. Reloading. Look out. No grenade.
The lights be bugging here.
Look out.
Bogart.
Any melee? I ran with the Deeg thinking I was gonna be cool, but I'm kind of suffering now.
Well, I guess I'm gonna sit in the safe room until y'all get here.
SMG too tempting at the moment. What you into, Jace? What you thinking about, Jace?
He was listening for a boomer that I was gonna shoot, but
Oh.
Behind us. Quit pissing pissing around and get in here. Get your asses in here.
That's some crazy zombie! Ducky!
Would you like 10 business days to shoot that off, man?
I didn't notice it was hitting you at all.
Pissing around and get in here.
Wait, baby!
I think you failed a very basic aspect of evolution.
What's that?
Something elephants
'Cause
can
I
do,
don't-
something dolphins can do. Ants do it with pheromones. Bees definitely do it with pheromones.
Because I don't believe in evolution, so. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I just think there's a lot to speak against you. And I don't think your case against it is very good.
People were heading to Riverside. We might as well follow them.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know, man. I just say the word goober a lot. I don't have any actual political
The only reason I say
aspirations.
that is because it pisses atheists off really badly whenever I say it.
Grenade!
I know that.
Can you prove to me that evolution's real? Or are you gonna sit and spend the time to do that?
That's the real question. Will you invest the time into this point you believe in? Grenade launcher back here, but I don't know if anybody actually wants a grenade launcher.
Nick might buy it. Nick might
It's
buy
back
it,
in this house.
And then after Nick shows me everything proving that evolution is real, I'm
It's
still
in the back corner. Towards the safe house room. You're looking out towards the safe house room is what I mean.
And then after I deny it and bring up evidence that absolutely does not disprove evolution at all, but kind of sounds like it does, he'll call me an idiot with an ad hominem attack, which means I win the argument. That's just kind of how it works.
This exact line of thinking has been responsible for the outcome of the last 3 elections.
That is correct.
Good lord. Have y'all, like, okay, I've really gotten into Christian YouTube as of late, and, like, specifically critical
Wendigo?
thinking Christian YouTube. Like, the kind of YouTube that's like, okay, if you want to say the Bible's real, that's great and all. You need to know why it's real. And sometimes that means engaging with the question of, what does that mean if we say it's real? And so, like, it's been a weird place of, like, I have both atheists and very, very, like, profound Christians and agnostics all sharing different opinions and all sharing different things, but a lot of it seems to be circled on, hey, politics is kind of screwed up how we're involving religion and politics, right?
That
The
should
way we're
never
involving this
happen.
is really crazy, right? It's kind of terrible. Like, all 3 very different opinions, all 3 agreeing.
If we remove religion from politics, we would have a little bit more opinion than they already are.
I mean, okay, here's the reality. If we remove religion from politics, I don't know who threw that Molotov or broke that whatever, but you killed me, thanks.
Now, Jace, I know you think you need those pills, but you don't.
I'm no
The
but you're definitely
reality
not dead.
of,
So
like,
come on.
if you
Let's get you up.
remove religion from
It's
politics,
fine.
I think I really heard
you would
something.
instead put all the focus on like policy over the politics, like. that
But then
has
we
been-
can't elect the representatives we want.
Based on what? Cult of personality? Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
point. That's the stupid thing about
How
this.
am I supposed to deliberately get one demographic of voter to get my guy in?
You will never, ever in the history of existence get politics without it involved. Ever. It is impossible because of how
I really would rather politics to be focused on policy rather than, like, all these other superficial terms and whatnot. Like, I don't want to vote for the guy who's going to increase my taxes by 300% and start a war in Iran just because I have specific opinions about abortion. Like, are we so for real? And divorce. And all these other innumerable things. And. But it's like,
oh yeah, this is like the 3-map campaign. I forgot this is how this one ends.
This is the itty bitty baby one. I don't know, it's just one of those things where I'm like, if we could get religion out of politics, I'd be a much happier person about it. Yeah. Because the fact that this is the guy who represents Christianity with a spiritual advisor who likened himself to God within a insignificant amount of time. Yeah, I'm pretty upset that this is the kind of representation they're getting.
These people have been stopped, and I don't know what it looks like yet. I assume it ends in a court.
It's because he's the end.
I don't fully buy into that, because that gives him power.
Oh, he has power. I mean, he does.
I mean, objectively, yes, but I also just don't want to believe that he's the Antichrist, because A, he's not fulfilled a couple things that the Antichrist does, and B, it also just adds more to his sort of, like, fantasy of I'm important.
Got 2 more years, man. Could happen.
He could fulfill the last handful of things he needs to, but there's also a certain level of it where I'm like, he could also just, like, genuinely just be psychotic and not the Antichrist. He could just be a terrible person and still not be the Antichrist,
Jockey, you know? Front door.
Out of ammo. Come on. Why won't it die?
Come on, man. I said all those things to get elected.
Yeah, that's the problem. Go.
Carter, run over.
I'm gonna heal myself. Xander, I'll run you some kills here in just a second after I heal myself. Alright. Take your head off the side.
Got a smoker up top.
Get you some adrenaline too. All the 10 health you can stand. There's a machine gun on corner over here if you can guide the tank into the garage. I know it's gonna hit you, I'm sorry.
Okay, cool. I still can't tech it. That's cool. That's fine.
I thought I got it. That's why I stopped firing.
I completely lost track of where that bro was for a minute. Hunter!
Sorry, I don't mean to shoot you, Chase. You just got stuff behind you.
It's good.
I can just get you.
Hunter behind y'all. Instead.
Good stuff. Thank you.
Charger on this end.
Smoker down. Power's out. How do we handle that?
Generator.
He needs to restart the generator.
Y'all got generator?
Hunter on me. Boomer just vomited on me.
Hunter down.
Hurry up. I'm starting not to like this generator.
Spit. Alright, I'm getting back up on garage corner.
I'm extremely low. Were there any heals left in that bottom?
I have no clue. There were no heals in the bottom, really. There was a single melee, and that was about it.
I am probably dead.
I think we can hang on. If we just buddy up, I think we can hang on.
Let me patch you up.
Another tank? Don't know where a tank is. I'm just gonna stay on machine gun in corner.
It's on this end toward me and Jace.
He's lit to high heaven. He can't possibly have that much health left. Genuinely.
Oh, yeah, I hit myself.
There we go, there we go. Good stuff, good stuff.
Reloading!
We gotta be in the final stretch now. That's it, get on.
Floor, get in the back of this motherfucker.
Damn truck!
Out of the way, Francis. I'm driving.
Oh, yeah, fuck off! Fuck you! Fuck this shit! Fuck this shit! Fuck this shit! Oh, come on!
Xander's instantaneous death.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. Oh.
Tooth and goddamn nail? Yeah, nah. Nah, fuck off. Fuck the stats.
18 minutes. 18 minutes was the entire playtime.
It's not even 11.
My God.
I can't even have fun in a 20-minute thing, bro.
Oh.
Can't even.
Good lord. I had 61 melee kills. Let's go.
Y'all done after that one, or you want to move on to the next one?
I can stomach one more.
Okay.
I'm down to do the next one.
I've had my fill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, what was Overwatch like earlier? I heard Jace getting fucking memey, but...
It was alright. We had some good games, had some shit games. They've changed every fucking character, essentially. Again.
I'm seeing the number of viewers go up, like, weirdly exponentially. I'm beginning to think that us talking about Trump being the Antichrist, or candidate for the Antichrist, is about to have negative repercussions.
Sure.
Listen, my standpoint is he's had a few moments that have come scarily close, but haven't, like, been fully fulfilled, right?
Name one other person in the last 10 years, any other fucking major public figure that has depicted themselves as Jesus Christ.
My problem is that the Bible makes it very, very clear that is his MO. He is not a political leader, he's a religious leader. And another thing is, there's a big through line in Revelations about the dragon. There is a dragon, there is a beast, there is some kind of entity that the Bible refers to as a dragon that has amassed an amount of power that controls the very world. The world has become united and controlled under the dragon. We don't know what that looks like. We don't know what that symbolizes. Just simply that it is.
What we've been told and what I know, the dragon is literally a beast.
I mean, like, it can be interpreted that way, but a lot of Revelations is like... A lot of Revelations really leans on a lot of, like, motifs, for lack of a better term. Like, nothing is explicitly as it seems in my reading of Revelation. Then again, it's all very up to interpretation, because again, it's the Bible. It's never gonna be like, hey, here's all the answers you want handed to you very openly and easy to read and digest. You know? That's just the fact of the matter, is it's never gonna be that way. But, the depictions in Revelation definitely... Another thing about the Antichrist is it borrows power from the dragon. The Antichrist can't be the Christ because it needs to borrow power. I don't see Trump leaning on someone in that same way, or leaning on an organization.
Yahoo,
Well, I mean, who knows? Well, that's a scary direction to go.
Yeah.
There's a lot there.
Weapons over here.
Do you want to take it in that direction?
Yeah.
Because we can move in this thought exercise. We can move in this thought exercise in that direction.
You know what Netanyahu also is? A religious leader. He's the leader of the Israeli people.
True. There is another element to this, though, that is very interesting. There is a lot of depictions of, at least in my reading of the Revelations, right? My understanding of it is that there is a mass exodus, or not a mass exodus, but like rapture, if you will, of like Christians, right? And then there is this revivification, I guess would be the word for it, of like the faith, right? The faith comes back around very quickly. And in doing so, there is this when the faith comes back around, it is hand-selected Christians that I assume are Jewish in nature, because Christianity, for a lot of early Jewish people, was a fulfillment of their faith. It is not that Christianity and Judaism were like so separate. It is that Christianity views Judaism as like Christianity is the fulfillment of Judaism's faith. Will it let me up there? I would shove you, but there's just one rock that's in my toenail, and it won't let me walk.
I had Xander fucking stare at me while I fucking was just killed straight up by a smoker yesterday evening.
When you say the mass rapture or exodus of the Christians that are hand-selected,
No, there's a mass rapture or exodus, and then there are Christians that are hand-selected. I believe the text cites that as 12,000 or 7,000.
How deterministic about at the word exodus do we want to be? Because if we want to be really loose with our definition of exodus, they just sent like 10,000 Marines to fucking...
I can't think of anything more Christianly than going to your neighbor and saying hi. I don't know what's wrong with sending 10,000 Marines.
There's no way we're talking about this. And that shit.
Oh my goodness.
My God. We're so good.
When we talk about Revelations, I want you to know that my reading of Revelations is purely and only going to be through the lens of it's all symbolic. None of it is to be taken absolutely literally. It's got to be symbolic.
However, I think that the concept of the dragon and the Antichrist, or at least the Antichrist part, might just be straight literal, son of the devil.
Yeah, I mean, but like in that, I don't
think he'll know that.
They may not know. They may be fully aware of what they're doing, you know? Like, I think that it's one of those things that's like, that's a leave it up to speculation sort of thing. We won't know, but the Antichrist certainly will know whether or not he's doing this stuff intentionally. He'll either be aware of it or won't.
I'll say for ye that you have your Antichrist and you have your dragon right now.
There are interpretations of the current world events that could be in this way, but I'm going to say this. History never repeats, but it always rhymes, right? We've seen individuals like Netanyahu before. We will see them again. We've seen individuals that mimic Trump before, and we will see them again. It's just the fact of the matter, right?
Adolf Hitler and Richard M. Nixon, yeah. I agree.
Yeah, that's fair. However, the only thing... There's a tank coming up, so... The only thing with Netanyahu, to me, at least, is that Netanyahu is not the leader of the Jews.
He's a leader of Israel.
He's a leader of Jews, and a lot of them. I mean, Israel's population is like 70 or 80,000. Not big number, but like
big enough. Right. And they are a force to be reckoned with because we've backed them for years because they say a single like passage in the Bible.
They also 100% have complete control over the American government. I don't care.
There is
I believe fully that they have the unredacted Epstein files and may have been given at least some of them
by
Russia.
They created them.
Dog, I'm going to say this. the aggressive
That'll seal the lot.
whatchamacallit, what's it called when like the aggressive lobbying campaign by Israel at all times, where even talking openly about what they do is seen as somehow like anti-Semitic or like
Is
is
a comical
crazy.
assertion. Is a fucking hilarious assertion, and I assume immediately anybody who takes that stance has either just been spoon-fed Kool-Aid and been like, yes, thank you, please more, the whole time, or...
It's crazy the stuff they will do and the like wild extremes they go through during lobbying. I'm just like, why do they lobby so hard? So
it's weird
hard
to live in a time where, like, you can be confronted with people like this existing on the internet and have to take a moment and be like, disinformation agents really do exist in the same spheres as me.
Like,
And
I can't do fucking gonzo journalism right now because they'll kill me.
dude, this is the thing. I feel like our generation is probably going to bring back journalism in a major way, simply because we're going to get tired of. She's coming down beside them. Well, she's dead now. You ain't got to worry about her. Anyways,
Anyway,
I really genuinely hope that journalism gets back alive during our generation, because like it used to be that journalism was a respected like profession that brought stuff like this to light. Johnny.
I've thought about doing it after watching Fear and Loathing and learning about the rise and tribulations of Hunter S. Thompson as Satan has. Man.
I mean, if you can write in a way that people will actually listen to what you're writing, like...
There's a Molotov up here, Jace. There's a couple, actually.
You hear how I talk.
Yeah,
he would have done numbers in the modern sphere, and I think his political campaign could have been maybe realized in today's climate.
I mean, they'll put anyone in office now.
He was born at the perfect time, though, for what was going on with them, but we just need another one of him.
Yeah, we need somebody else to come along and really fill the role that he was filling, and I don't know what that looks like. I don't know.
I think really it's gonna be its own thing. If somebody fills that role, it's gonna be in their own way, and I don't think we're gonna see Hunter S. Thompson as much as we're gonna see someone who's very talented at what they do. But what they do is going to be unique to them, right? Who knows? Maybe it's a web page. Maybe it's something engaging. Maybe it's through video games. Maybe it's through a couple of different avenues. I don't know.
I think
maybe
the closest
Dr. Ocasio-Cortez is still alive somewhere.
The closest I've seen to a figure as dogmatic, even remotely, as Hunter Thompson. The closest I have seen in the modern era is really Sam Hyde. Because think about it. Think about his fucking political takes. He's pretty fucking misguided. But he sees he sees a lot of what's going on for what it is. I think the parts where he begins to become misguided is like, let me think of an example.
I mean, I'm not inclined to disagree with you. Let me put it that way, right?
Well, the only other alternative is fucking Joe Rogan, but he's completely compromised, so that's right out.
If you think that Joe Rogan is an intelligent like figure that actually like sways hearts and minds,
don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say nothing about intelligent.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? I did kind of just put that word in your mouth. My bad, dog.
Well, I mean, no, it was kind of implied because we're talking about Thompson, and
Hunter
he was obviously very politically minded, very gifted.
To me, he reads like he's very intelligent, but he finds it, because of a long time use of drugs, he finds a very unique way to get the point across, you know? Now, why would you go and do something like this?
She wasn't even that low? I must have missed every fucking pellet.
Thanks,
It
man.
genuinely might have been unluck. I'm so sorry, dog.
We have a random in chat named Freezing going, Sam Hyde mentioned I'm in the right place.
Welcome to the chat.
Welcome.
You're in good hands here, friend.
I do think he's the only
Magnum
person I've
over here?
encountered that's near as politically minded as, like, Thompson was in his heyday.
Reloading.
True.
And that's not saying that Sam Hyde's equivalent to Thompson or anything, it's just that's the closest I've seen today.
To the, like, political pushing and pulling of, like, being willing to engage in politics and not being willing
And
to,
being
like...
willing to engage in the conversation in his own way.
And I guess non-alignment to a party, you know? Like, that's a big thing for me, is I feel like a lot of politics boils down to, are you a Democrat or are you a Republican? I'm like, okay.
That's been engineered, like,
Yeah, no,
pretty
that's
fucking clearly.
absolutely, like, it's detrimental to any sort of productive conversation is the thing that kills me. Is, like, if you want to have a productive conversation about politics, remove this ideology of, like, oh, are you this kind of politic person, or are you that kind of politics person?
Sick
That's
mod
crazy.
selection. Thank you. All of ours are fucking horrible. There's no packs. We don't have any packs set up, but rest assured, everyone here has the most disgusting shit.
We've modded this to high heaven. It looks disgusting on everyone's playthrough, but everybody has their unique flavor of disgusting.
Motherfucker!
Where is it? You know
It's
what,
on the
I'm
porch.
But they have a Sam Hyde tank.
you know what they definitely do, and I need to find that.
The Sam Hyde tank post is crazy.
Port handled. Where's tank at? I can help chip in on tank. Well, I was super useful on that tank.
At least we're safe now.
Guns if you want guns.
I hear a boomer.
Where are you?
I will take my slam fire touch and get fucked up.
I'm not fucking around with this random mini horde. I want
because
heals
of the
and I want out of here.
Because of the gamer. Chayton, come here.
What?
Look out!
I mean, I don't need them that
Give me pills. Okay. I mean, I know, but
Thanks a lot.
Jace has a full stack, and I'm looking to pass this off.
Sam's fucking political views are hard to gauge
There's
a
lights
lot
on
of
in
the
that
time.
church.
Yeah, because
there is
like some of the time he's bullshitting to engage with an audience, like he's cultivating, he's preying on simple-minded fools, and you can really tell with some of the call-ins he gets.
Sometimes he's absolutely just doing a bit, right? Like, it
You can
feels like a
usually
bit.
tell, I think.
I think more often than not, it's not a bit, though. I think he's just genuinely fucking crazy, but he's the type of crazy that's a good thing.
I'm not against his kind of crazy being in the world, let me put it that way, right? I feel like a lot of the time he is just genuinely downright crazy.
Cover me.
I'm ready when y'all are, by the
But
way.
also, he's the crazy that allowed him to see the world for what it truly is. Most of the time.
I'm gonna need these.
I don't know, I do have this... I find it hard to cut through all the nonsense in life, admittedly. It is
Am I
something that
actually
does not come
dipping like
naturally
this?
to me. Alright, I'm gonna pull the switch. We ready to go?
Why am I dropping frames? Nothing's going on.
Because the world hates you, and it's an unkind and unfair place.
It just
I'm
keeps
pulling the
fucking
lever.
happening. The internet should be fine.
Wonderful.
I'm gonna tear
Ding dong! Ding dong!
Francis.
Well, you'll have to be alive to do that.
No one gets in here until I know you're
You ever
immune.
get tired of being an idiot, Francis?
You ever get tired of being an idiot, Francis? You know what kills me about Church Guy? The green flu was airborne. It was not food bites, which is why so many people are infected.
It could add multiple
I mean, yeah, there's probably multiple modes of transportation, right? If it's truly as infectious as the games make it out to be and the writing makes it out to be, it definitely had multiple modes of infection. But one of the chief among them was that it was airborne. There was no safe route. There was you either lived your life in a hazmat suit or you just were infected.
I mean, it's a good point. I wonder if it would imply varying degrees of not even resistance, just asymptomatic, or being asymptomatic.
That would be interesting.
Because that was the deal with all of the survivors anyways, is, if I'm recalling this right, they're all infected as it is, they're just asymptomatic.
Yeah, they don't succumb to whatever the infection on a deeper level is, but they still carry the, mutation because, I mean, they're bathed in zombie blood by the end of the interaction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they've been said to be immune, I guess, or whatever.
Okay, we kind of handled that.
Alright, y'all ready?
But I gotta heal you.
Yeah.
With Rocket Man. I'm trying to think of anybody who's a political force for me. I have one guy on my feed who I really like, who he covers a lot of political stuff. I'll be honest with you, he's very, very liberal, but going into it and viewing him as very liberal kind of shaped my view of him.
A lot of my views came from Count Dankula while he was dealing with all the bullshit that was going on with him.
They arrested that dude for teaching his dog to fucking
they fucking Heil Hitler, you know.
What type of fucked up?
Couldn't hold it together.
If we
They
get
arrested
we
him.
can find
They
a boat.
fucking arrested him.
He had a little fucking bulldog that he would be Seaguile to, and the fucker would put his paw up. And they arrested him, and did they threaten to euthanize the dog or something?
No, they didn't threaten to euthanize the dog, but they did arrest him for it because he kept, he posted it online and shit. And they came to his door, and he got a hate crime charge.
Okay, that was a different era of the internet, because you do that today, nobody cares.
No,
genuinely.
That was in 2020.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I think. I don't know, actually. It was at least into 2020. It was not a long time ago. And they still do that, by the way. You can be arrested for praying.
I mean, if they want to, they'll arrest you for anything, and if they can't get you on anything, they'll plant something. Genuinely.
But we are also talking of the land that has, TV licenses, so...
Oh, are you talking about, UK? What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Was from...
Yeah, Count Dankula is Scottish.
That's crazy. So that's why you're the way that you are.
I hate the United Kingdom's politics with everything that's in me, and the problem with Count Dankula is that he became a little bit, unhinged.
Not cool.
As
He fell off the political company? Or, not the political company, the political I meant to say the political compass, but the political company is kind of funny.
He's not actually racist, but he's like me, where it's just yeah,
He'll do it for the bit.
Yeah, it's because of our skin color. But also, the weird thing with going on with Muslims being just flooded into the United Kingdom is just kind of getting to him. And it's just kind of getting worse over time, because for some reason, the United Kingdom has decided we're going to try, severe liberal politics to the worst degree possible. Because, I'm sorry, I don't care what you believe in, liberalism is not all sunshine and fucking rainbows. Too much of a good, one good thing is not a good thing.
The major downside of leftist politics a lot of the times is that there's this big oh, we should support everyone, we should do this. Yeah, that's great.
Not everyone should be supported, sorry.
All these social programs are wonderful conceptually. I would love to have all of them. The money has to come from somewhere. It doesn't fall out of the sky. You can't print more of it because that'll create even worse problems. It has to come from somewhere.
Get up here.
Yeah.
So you either re-stratify how you do taxes, which is going to be a crazy thing to say out loud, and I guarantee you it will never make it 2 inches in any actual court because of lobbying.
Well, the fun thing is that we get rid of the concept of lobbying in almost its entirety, even though...
I'm dead. I'm so dead here.
As far as the Constitution, you can't really lobby anymore anyway, because you have to, like, you know, give thousands and thousands of dollars to lobby in the first place.
Well, when you have thousands of dollars to give and you want to control how the politics are swayed, yeah, you'll pay for it.
Sometimes it's millions at this point, and now we need to get rid of lobbying, except statewide. You know, state lobbying can stay kind of.
Look, regardless of this fucking two-party system that's been engendered without fucking cause, I think the idea of taxing the rich is something that everybody should be able to fundamentally agree on. And that should be the final gotcha in any of these conversations. Like, if you start talking to somebody and raise to them the idea of taxing the 1%, the 10%, whatever, and their response to that is, you know,
but they earned that money.
But they earned that money. But they
were so much smarter than all of the working class, and they deserve to have...
The bottom line will suffer in ways that you can't begin to imagine. You know, whatever fucking excuse, you have encountered a fucking drone.
As someone who believes simply just because they've been told to believe. Genuine trust fund, baby.
Nepotism exists literally everywhere.
I mean, I get it. When you build an empire, the first person you want to inherit it is your son or your daughter or whoever's immediately related to you. I get that. Conceptually, I understand. It's just that it creates and breeds this sort of crazy situation of, like, they have no practical skills, they've never worked a day in their life, and now they're sitting in a corner office making the worst decisions you've ever heard of, making the world actively hurt.
And you can really see this no better than in the film industry.
Healing up in this corner.
I got you. You can really see this in no greater place than the film industry. Just the sheer nepotism that has led to the inshitification of modern filmmaking. Like, there are nowhere near
each other off at the knees just because they hurt my feelings.
There are nowhere near the same fucking plots being written as there were even 10 years ago.
Everything's a Marvel movie because it's easy to deal with. There's no risks.
Yeah, everything's easily digestible. It's fucking oversimplified fucking slop. Recycling the same 5 actors.
You can also see this in the music industry. Why is it that all metal music has become Disney slop?
True, but also, music suffers less because music is easier to produce than a feature-length film, which means that indie always has a place. Independent people can always make music because it's cheaper to make than actual, like...
But all this metal music is so digestible now, and it sounds like it's the same beat every other fucking time. Like,
then make better music, dog. Get out there, learn how to make music, and make better stuff.
I could, but I could also be arrested because the fucking music that I'm gonna make is essentially kneecap.
You're gonna be that one guy with a banjo telling everybody how to make napalm.
I'm gonna fucking dress as Remick and rip out a rich Republican's throat with my teeth.
That's a thing.
Ozzy Osbourne, are you back?
Yeah.
He said, never mind, stupid joke.
No, I'm not, I'm the people in the back, it ain't even the Republicans at this point. Just rich man. Rich man's fucking throat out.
I dropped some
It's
pills
everybody
in there.
now.
I'm taking your pills.
Democrat rich people are sometimes worse than,
I'm sorry, any rich person is terrible. Like, genuinely, at this point in the world, unless you have gotten rich within your lifetime, most of the time, it's terrible. Not even most of the time.
Like, if you own, like, a concrete company and you're, like, multi-millionaire, good job, brother.
Blue-collar work is so much different than white-collar work at the end of the day, and, like, it breeds different individuals. Just genuinely creates different individuals.
Careful, this is wide open.
I'm always dumbfounded by, like, how different they can be, right? In the best way possible.
Yep.
If I wasn't going into nursing, I definitely would probably go into, like, electrician work. Because I already like the way, like, thinking about how electronics work on a fundamental level anyways. Yeah, sign me up for electrician work, dog.
By the way, if the fireman thing doesn't work out, which it may not, I think I'm gonna go be a photographer or something.
Photography? That's an interesting direction.
Like
I hate it. Stupid hitbox, stupid.
Nope.
I've heard that it's a pretty good money, pretty good racket.
If you can get in, the thing about art in any field is you have to be in the in crowd, and sometimes the things that you do to get into the in crowd aren't worth it. So at the end of the day, what are you willing to sacrifice to get into the in crowd? That is art, right? Like, I have wanted to do comics for so long, but, like, honestly, genuinely, what I would have to do to be a part of the in crowd is make a bunch of comics that are more pandering than they are fulfilling to me, right?
Well, that's just how media works at this point.
I mean, genuinely, that's just what it is it's media. So, photography is the same thing. If you want to do photography, in a way that speaks to people and does whatever, that's great. You have to be able to reach the people first.
Go on and head out.
I am subscribed to the comics subreddit because thank God for Reddit. Most of what gets posted is usually pandering in some capacity.
Thank God for Reddit sometimes, because other times, oh my God. But everything's pandering.
I mean, that's what it is. There is a human desire, a human need to fit in, right? And the story we tell ourselves is, if I do this, I'll be a part of the in-crowd. And it doesn't always work out that way. Sometimes it does. But pandering at the end of the day is really seeking to be a part of the in-crowd. And when you want to, like, establish yourself within media of any kind, at first you gotta pander. Because you want to be a part of the in crowd. You want to be a part of where all the cool people hang out, right?
Now, if I get into photography, I'd like to do, you know, wedding photography, other shit like that.
Oh, wedding photography is where you make buku bucks. Yeah, no. You slap the word wedding on anything, it gets like 500% more expensive. And that's not even a bit.
Aren't those guys that do maternity shoots fucking expensive as hell, too?
Oh, truly. Yeah. Anything related to children and weddings, like, anything that has a romantic spin to it, I'll be real with you, can be charged to, like, the 500th degree. It's just, like, you want to take couple photos? Okay, that's $100 more than my usual rate, but I won't tell you that.
I'll tell you that after I take the photos, and you're gonna pay it. You'll pay it.
There's a hunter underneath me.
Tank.
He's coming from off on the right, I see him.
Well, I have a molly. Nah, you're mollying that. You know that. Oh, that was a clean shot. That was so sweet. Nah, you got him head on. That sunk. You sunk his battleship. That was great.
That was pretty random.
It was rancid when I saw it. It was rancid. He's over here to get Chayton back for the craziest molly I've ever seen in my career.
Watch my head, please.
Fuck you, Zoe.
First aid kit over here.
English company. Low-key, this is gonna sound like a stray against Xander, and I don't mean it that way, but it's gonna come off that way. The conversation we've had has been crazy since Xander left, and I think it's because Xander left. I guarantee you if we opened up any kind of political conversation with Xander around, he would say, "Nah, stop talking about that, I don't like it."
I get that Xander...
Oh, sorry, I thought you were a zombie.
I get that his work life is stressful, and when he sits down to play games and shit, he would rather just chill. Like, I can respect this as a mentality. But my God, man, I wish brother would talk about something fucking real. Like, you can't live in today's world and just absolve yourself from politics like this doesn't affect me. Motherfucker, yes, it does.
Dog, my 2 cents on it is I really don't care. I don't care in the sense of I care about what these people are doing because it hurts the world and whatever. Like, I don't care to the extent of I'm not personally liable about it. sure, I have opinions on what the people in power are doing, and I have a lot of really radical opinions about what we should be doing about it. However, do I think my radical, crazy, out there opinions of, hey, we need to hold people accountable for what they do in office? Like, I'm one of those people that goes, hey, the nuclear code should be stored in a capsule next to a volunteer's heart, and the president should be handed a butcher knife if he wants to get those nuclear codes.
Yeah.
Period. Full stop. The President of the United States should have to take an American citizen's life and understand what it is like to watch the life leave a human being's life, or eyes, before they are able to launch the nuke.
20 times out of 10.
I'm not saying that, like, listen, the fact of the matter is, I want there to be a moment with the president where they have to look and say, I'm sorry, Joe, thousands of people in Georgia or wherever have to die. Like, I'm sorry, Ron Swanson.
The implication that it would be Joe Rogan was fucking hilarious.
I didn't even catch Joe Rogan on that one. I didn't think about Joe Rogan. I like the idea that Joe Rogan would be the first to sign up. Do you think he would try and have a daily interview with the, president every day? Yeah, he's now decided not to.
Come on, I got you. You're gonna be okay.
Target. Oh boy. He's gonna get me. Oh, unless that's sweet. That's sweet. That should be ship, right?
The boat's here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, boat's here.
But I gotta heal you.
Come on, Zoe. Alright, I'm gonna stand at dock and I am not moving. Respectfully, when this thing gets here, I'm on it.
Nope.
Anyways. But no, Joe Rogan being the volunteer to, get killed if the president wants to, launch a nuke is crazy. Do you think Joe would actually do it? Genuine question.
Yeah.
Do you think he would do it? I don't think he would. I don't think he would. I think deep down the humanistic fear of death would get to him first.
Did you deliberately kill Zoe?
You put a cap in her! I like the idea that, Zoe's going to step on and you just put the barrel of your shotgun in her head and went,
My
not
God.
today.
She wasn't even dead.
Oh,
I just pushed her off the side. She could have survived.
Apparently she did survive. There was no in memory of Zoe.
Bastard behavior.
You just shot her in the kneecap and she still flopped onto the boat.
How did we just power game both of those? Do we really need to play on expert now? Have we gotten to the point where we need to?
Glubtastic has made us monsters, dog.
Yeah.
We have become absolute monsters. 139, I put up triple digits, let's go.
Almost fucking double the next person on Melee, dear God.
I love Melee. I love Melee weapons. I like feeling the grit in my teeth after slashing through a horde.
Jesus, got I can't read 5 over me. Look.
Good lord. I was nearly tied with Chayton for friendly fire incidents. I should reassess my life choices.
Oh yeah.
I spent most of that game with a shotgun.
Zoe is 50% accurate. 50% accurate.
So close to 1488, man. If we could have just killed a few less zombies.
You're an
It was there in the
asshole.
last spree.
I assume that
All
does
right.
it for y'all.
Yeah, I'm passing out at the desk. I need to go to bed. It has been a vibe, though. I genuinely love this conversation so far.
Yeah.
Oh, side note, speaking of work, this is unrelated to anything. I'm going to start working at Chick-fil-A as a closer. I have no clue how this will turn out.
God
You're
help
done.
you and your college-brained...
Right.
There's a guy who runs Chick-fil-A's at our church, right? He's got 2 Chick-fil-A's that he runs. I think he's about to hand off this Chick-fil-A to somebody else, but they're having trouble finding closers. So guess who's going to step up and bite the bullet?
What time?
I have no clue. They close at 10, but I might be there as late as midnight. So who knows? I'll figure it out. So it may be a thing where I'm around in the mid-morning area. You may not see me around the nights. It depends entirely on what's going on and whatnot, but I'll keep y'all posted. I'm
That
gonna
could be rough.
I'm gonna
be
ping.
rough, dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna ping the bro about it and see what his stuff is about. I'll tell y'all the days that I'm off or on or what have you. But
Also, we're not gonna be able to do the fucking ODST night, which we needed to do.
True. Unfortunate, but
That's
we'll
fucked
figure it
up.
out. Besides, who knows if